Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Camp Nou. It's Football Club Barcelona against La Liga Santander.
Score a goal in the last few minutes to equalise there and take a point from Samamés. So Barca certainly won't be taking anything.
They're opening 7 league games. We'll see if Huesca are able to put a dent. A very familiar kit. They've worn it in their first 2 encounters. And they wear it here against Roberto Gerard-Piqué, Samuel Umtiti and Jordi Alba at the back, Coutinho, Sergio Busquets and Rakitic in the midfield, Jorge Pulido and Jorge Miramon at the back 4, Moy Gomez, Gonzalo Melero, Damian Musto and Alex in the booth had a look at it, and then Espanyol were awarded a penalty themselves. Pitch here at Camp Nou looking absolutely immaculate. Early in the season, as perhaps it should, of course. Dramatic second half style, and they're on the attack here. The ball up and into the centre, and there's Longo's not down, and Huesca have stunned the hosts and taken the lead. Cucho Hernandez with the final touch. It's dream time for Huesca, and they're in front inside the opening 3 minutes of the game. Who could have written this script, Duncan?
Steven Spielberg. I tell you what, that is incredible. I'm stunned, as is half the Camp Nou, as is Ernesto Valverde. Their first attack at the Camp Nou.
It was Miramon back there. Still they come forward. And the referee's whistle brings that attack from Messi and indeed the home side to a halt.
I'm assuming a handball from Leo Messi. Goalkeeper maybe just winded. Luis Suarez, very unselfish, but he does need a goal. I think winded by his own defender here, the goalkeeper. It was Luisinho who went sliding through. He had to make the challenge, got there ahead of the goal.
Cross to Messi. Messi trying to squeeze one way and he's beaten Luisinho down the far side. The Barca are level. Glorious goal once again from Messi. Had a host of players in front of him, bit of trickery, took him into the space to his right, in off the far post, and it's 1-1.
Magnificent from Leo Messi. And it seems astonishing, week in, week out, he makes this sport look so easy. Leo Messi on the edge of the box, surrounded by players. One clever turn, and he loses 2.
Here is Dembele looking for a space, Rakitic. Sergio Roberto, but Rakitic goes for goal and forces Werner. Outstretched dive to his right, fingertips to it. I'm not sure it was on target, but worth an effort from the Swiss-born Croatia international.
It's a brilliant strike. I think it was probably just bending inside the post, you know, Lucas. Catches it really nicely, Ivan Rakitic.
The corner taken. Dembele through, and now Alba once again looking across, rolls in, and it's an own goal. Disaster at the back for Huesca. They may well look as up in the booth to see if the ball had crossed the line before Alba crossed. Now the referee is clearly saying no there, and Barca have the lead.
Well, after such a magnificent start, it's devastating for Huesca. They knew Luisinho, sorry Lucas, don't forget it was Messi who took on Luisinho, got round him for the first Barca goal.
Indeed, just moments after.
Devil's advocate, maybe you say, look, we've got to the Camp Nou, we've only conceded once, you know, I don't know.
Maybe as Dembele tries to add a third for Barca, clipping the top of the crossbar, the French international from the corner taken short by Barca. Another hole found by the home side in the well-manned Huesca defence.
Nearly a stunner. We've seen him do this or try this before, Ousmane Dembele. He's got such a good left foot, he's got such a good right foot on him. He's really
under the wall as he did against Alaves. Of course, in the first half of that game, he hit the bar. It's lifted rather up and over. Werner diving just to check his angles, but that was always heading into the advertising hoardings behind the frame of the goal.
Well, it wasn't far away, was it? As you say, always going over, but the direction was almost perfect, half a yard lower, and that's going straight into the top corner. And from that kind of distance, either the goalkeeper makes a step, and obviously wasn't what the referees were looking at.
Trying to get the cross in and put it across, and Huesca scored again, and this time it's Alex Gaillard with his 3rd goal of the season, and this game is going I was going to say crazy, but my word, 5 first-half goals, and who would have expected Huesca to score 1, let alone 2 here, and they're back in it.
Yeah, well, you're right, it's completely unpredictable. Completely unpredictable, this match, because Huesca are having a real good go at it, and Barca...
Coutinho on the edge of the 18-yard box, glorious touch from Alba, saved by Werner, away by Luisinho, way wide of the left-hand upright. Again, Werner just goes to ground to just ensure he was going as far wide as he thought, but look at this.
It's just brilliant. Coutinho and Alba completely on the same wavelength. Little back flick, and it's a give and go. It's a give and go, even though it comes from a back heel, and he's got his back to Jordi Alba. He knows that when Jordi Alba receives that ball, because whatever he said before the game, it certainly worked. They look really confident. They didn't look like a side. Came from 2 goals down to get back into that match and get back on level terms and take a point back to Huesca.
To Coutinho clips it up and over, and Messi, the flag stays down. Lionel Messi off the frame of the goal and away. The linesman stands resolute on the far side. Messi wondering how he missed what would be considered an easy chance for him, maybe.
Well, the angle's very tight, and he's got the goalkeeper no more than a yard. Plenty of options. He goes for goal, Luisinho. Your first reaction is maybe that was a bit greedy, but the manager applauds him, his teammates applaud him, and then you see Leo Messi applauding the goalkeeper. You got a bit of your head on that. Good save.
Here's Dembele in behind the defence once again, and it's taken under 3 minutes in the second half for Barca to regain their 2-goal advantage. In off the woodwork again. Huesca caught upfield once more. Dembele in behind, and this time with his left foot drilled beyond Werner. I've got to say, a very well taken goal by Dembele as well, but they just seem to switch in the half, and they may well be paying for it. Werner stays on his line. Luis Suarez into the area, tries to just prod it under the keeper. We were praising Huesca for getting players forward.
Yeah.
3 Barca players there, hoping Suarez would just put his foot in it and roll into the path of one of them.
Well, you were talking about the amount of players that they'd committed, and that obviously...
Messi trying to thread it through, does so, gets the luck of the break, flips it across the far side. Rakitic! And a wonderful finish for a 5th goal for Barca. If we wondered if there were going to be more goals in this half, we've had 2 inside the opening 7 minutes.
Well, after 5 goals in the first half, I don't think there was any question whether there'd be more goals or not in the second period. It's raining goals at the Camp Nou tonight. The problem now is that Barca, you get the feeling, could go on to score another 3 or 4, and it could be a bit of a hammering for La Liga new boys Huesca. In some ways they're asking for it, you know, they're committing men forwards.
Players up, oh look at that, opened up, and here's Lionel Messi through on goal, rolls it across the keeper into the far corner of the net and made it look so easy. 61 minutes on the clock, and as you suggested, Duncan, Barca now beginning to run away with this game.
Yeah, it's turning into a rout now. Once again, it's Leo Messi. As you said, Lucas, once again, he makes it look so simple. There was one touch where you thought, oh, I wonder if he's taken himself a little bit too far to the left, a little bit too far out wide.
There's the pullback, Messi into Vidal. Messi will retrieve the situation. Oh, Jordi Alba! Onside, and 7 for Barca. Alba running through late, the pass again splitting the Huesca defence, and I've got to say, full credit to Barca. I was about to praise Huesca for still pressing forward at the other end, but you have to say at some point, when does it become foolhardy to continue with this tactic of trying to add to your tally? You're going to head back now across, and the ball will come into the area once again, and Arturo Vidal and Luis Suarez rather, in the Uruguayan pronunciation, heading back across goal, off target on that occasion. May not have been expecting that, of course.
What a shame. That would have been some goal. I'm not for a second suggesting that this overhead kick from Arturo Vidal was meant for Luis Suarez. I think it was probably a shot from a Chilean
who hadn't scored before today. This could be his 2nd of the season. And indeed it is. Axel Werner dives to his right. Luis Suarez steers it in the opposite direction. They conceded 8 Last time they came here, Huesca in the Copa del Rey as a second division side, and they have conceded 8 again here today. What a second half display in front of goal from Football Club Barcelona. 93rd minute of the game.